Alright, what's up, Vinyl community? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, got to eat some good food, and spend some time with friends and family. So, a common topic you hear amongst the music nerds, or just a topic in general, I feel like it's brought up is there still good music coming out that's from new bands? Are there still new bands that are coming out that are good, or is there still new music that's contemporary that's good, or just new music that's out now? And you got people on both sides. The fucking music today sucks ass. People are like, it's the greatest music ever. So let's talk about it. Now my dog is eating my socks right now. And be warned, this is my second coffee, so I'm just ready to go. I used to think my biggest fear, and I think I've talked about this before, and luckily it was my, it's not the worst fear to have, but I used to think I would hit a barrier. I would find out about all the music eventually, like, just because I was collecting records heavily at a young age, so I thought, like, there's no way you could do this, for forever, right? And I've realized you can. It's great. Whatever genre you go down, it's endless. Like there's people that just collect punk that have rooms fucking wall to wall, just punk. That's one genre. There's a shit ton more jazz out there than there is. I feel like than punk, because jazz came out earlier than they were still putting out jazz and the punk era came out. So anyways, but you can go down that rabbit hole. Jazz. You're gonna have a house full of fucking jazz music. Now you start mixing genres or crossover bands. It's really endless, which totally eradicated or erased that fear I had that I would eventually just know of every band. And what's crazy now, the bigger your collection gets, that's like the thing. The more you learn, the more you realize you don't know anything. The more records you get, you realize there is a crap load of records out there you have not heard still. I mean, tons of musicians. So back, on the topic, is there still good music coming out? I think there is, and I'm going to show some bands that are somewhat new, that are putting out some killer music in this, that's out. I shouldn't say it's contemporary. Well, yeah, contemporary. It's like out now, but it's not the most popular music. But anyway, let's just get into it. Sheer Mag. Somehow, the way I found out about this band, the guitar player, there was a small interview in one of the guitar magazines, like little couple paragraphs mentioning this guitar player. Let me see his name. So I think it's two guitar players in this band, but anyways, it doesn't tell exactly. It says their names, but it's cool. It doesn't tell them who's on what instrument. It's kind of neat. But anyways, it's one of these people on here, and the guitar player was using a T60. That's a guitar I have. It's my first electric guitar, a PV-T60. So it's kind of curious. Checked it out. Really liked it. Went and found this. I'm pretty sure the first album. I could be wrong, but this album right here, "Need to Feel Your Love," killer record. The album after this is really good. I traded it back in a while back because I wanted something a little more, but this one I wanted to keep because this is the record I really liked, and this whole record is really good. The guitar player reminds me of the Pretenders, like the tone a little, but the style's a little bit different. But just check them out; it'll trip you out. It's kind of got a '80s vibe with a new feel, and they're a new band and they're killing it. And I don't know what they're doing lately. I haven't really checked it on them, but this album was like last few years or so. Right, 2017. So 4 years ago. All right, Coal Mine Records. Pretty much, Coal Mine record label. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out. We're putting out a lot of really good bands. I don't say tons, but a lot of really good bands. Fuck it, I'm gonna say tons, because considering they're an independent record label, they're putting out a lot of bands that are fire. And this is Black Market Brass, Undying Thirst. This album's really good. It's like horns and fucking bongos, and it's instrumental. Super catchy though. Really love it. Like the way they intertwine the instruments. Beast mode. It puts a song late at night, just crank it up and just chill. Really good album. I mean, put it on whenever you want. Really killer album. Artwork cover's killer. But this album sounds is interesting as it looks. So definitely go check that out. This is a new album that just came out this year. And this album, Sons of Kemet. fucking Black to the Future. This album is super good. Fucking, I I had never heard of the band. I didn't even know that Impulse was still putting out new bands. I thought it was like they're just reissuing all the old stuff. But no, Impulse is still actually putting out newer stuff. And this album, go get ASAP. If you don't have this, go listen to it real quick on YouTube or whatever you use for stream music. You will be blown away. Just look at listen to the song in remembrance of those fallen. Let the circle be unbroken. To never forget the source, but in remembrance of those fallen. Never forget the source. Let the circle be unbroken. Check out those three, and that'll just blow you away. And all the rest are really good also. So Sons of Kemet, Black to the Future. Now, this is somebody kind of it was really cool. Bob Bradley, big old person in the vinyl community, super nice guy. Been supportive of all the channels that haven't been around for as long as he has. But he's also a really great musician. Really good guitar, amazing guitar player. From the few clips I've watched, dude rips like a jam band style. And then sneaking a little shred in there too. So, JD Simon got brought up. We were talking about bands who we would have liked to play for. I was talking about Don Kelly, who's retired now, the greatest, hardest working musician in Nashville. And then Bob Bradley posted a picture of him and JD together. It's the dude who JD Simon played for Don Kelly for a while. And then, you see where I'm going with this. And then he posted a picture of them together. And then he put my record, my YouTube channel logo on his shirt because I did that as a joke to Michael from 45 RPM Audiophile. So super rad that Bob did that. So JD Simon, I'm a big fan of also. I've got to see him a bunch of times, got to meet him and chit chat with him quite a bit. I got to even see him play with Joey Landreth, where he just did a off the cusp show in Saxon Pub in Austin. And I happened to be in the West Coast playing shows just like a couple weeks before that, and he played in San Jose. I had an off night, so I went and watched him in San Jose at the Ritz. Flew back to Texas. He happened to come to Texas and then play like a few nights after I just seen him on the West Coast. So I got to see him like a back to back, but it was just him and Joey Landreth, and it was unrehearsed, super rad. And then I've caught him a couple times here, on separate occasions. So, anyways, J. Simon, where I'm going. He's a cat. He was a session guitar player out of Nashville, and he's from Chicago, but he kind of kicked off his career in Nashville, like the hardest place you can to survive as a musician, because like every guitar player there, that's a working guitar player, like next level, crazy good. So, anyways, he goes down there, makes a name for himself, and you'll see why once you listen, or you'll hear why once you listen to this album. And this is J.D. Simon, his newest album, and he does have 2 albums under just the name Simon, but he, for whatever reason, he changed his name to J.D. Simon. That was his whole name. And this is the album, and this one is just self-titled, J.D. Simon. Go check this out. Go get you can stream his stuff. He has 4 albums out, and he just put out some new stuff recently. It's really good. And the one thing, this dude played for the Don Kelly band. That's fallen chicken picking crazy shit, which J.D. Simon does not chicken pick. It's for using your pick and your fingers. He made it work because he's got he's very next level musician, like a legend in my mind already. But he can pick when you watch him, his pick hand's super smooth, very precise. Just looks like it's barely moving. But somehow he figured out how to do the chicken picking shit without chicken picking, and he because of that, I feel like his style sounded a little more, not more, but it sounded just more unique because it wasn't so many double stops. Even though he would still do double stops, but he was like, however he figured out his own way. It was a very good style. So then he moved on from that and started his own band, which is more kind of like a jam band, and improvises a lot of stuff, but his playing evolves like crazy to where like when I'm finally starting to soak in something that he's done on the last record and his new album comes out, he's already evolved like light years away from what the last album was. I'm not talking about like getting physically better so much in the sense where his evolution of his playing is fast to where each album he's evolved light years ahead of the last album, where he's just doing something a lot. Still JD Simo, but does not sound like the last album at all, which I love that, because, you know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to just engulf in something that's different than your normal stuff you listen to. As far as, like, he's doing more traditional old style blues in his playing, but then it's kind of still, you don't know what you're going to get when you see him live, because you think, oh, he's probably going to be doing what I've been listening to and watching. Well, he evolves so quick. Once you finally see him live, even if it was only a month ago from the YouTube footage, you've already seen the growth. So I would say that's the best advice I could say to guitar players. Don't be afraid, if you're caught in a rut, that's fine. And if you're already settled with what you're doing, that's great. But JD Simon will inspire you to definitely, don't be afraid to just try something new on guitar or any instrument. All right, enough about JD Simon. He's a beast. Marcus King. This dude, he's kind of a new cat. He has Marcus King Band. I think I might. Anyways, this is his solo album. Both are equally as good. But whatever this dude puts out is badass. But this is the album El Dorado. It was produced by one of the cats from the Black Keys, so I'm pretty sure this is all like reel-to-reel analog recording. Really good album. And this dude just killer songwriting, great voice. Got chops for days. This dude is real beast. I got to catch him at South by Southwest a few years back. It was just a real small place, but area was crammed wall to wall because it was Marcus King, and then Lucas Nelson was also playing in there. But yeah, this cat's real young still. He's already done some things. He's already definitely made a mark. But just imagine if this cat is this good now. I'm really looking forward to 5 years from now what he's gonna do. So super awesome. Just what he's gonna do next week. So anyways, those are some new cats. All right, there's a squirrel in the bird feeder. My dog's not having. Hey. All right, we'll leave on that one. Check out those that I recommend. Hey, come on, chill. Hey, sit down. Yeah, she's like, no way. It's gone. I could feel her heartbeat through her neck right now. Hey, relax. Hey. Stay positive. Hey. She's gonna be quiet. Stay positive, play lots of vinyl, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.